looks like we're about 6 minutes into their 10-minute cooling off period, just FYI. We've got it. Yeah. TCU's on its way. All right, we're joined by TCU head coach Mark Campbell and all tournament team members Olivia Miles and Marta Suarez. Coach, if you'll start us off with a few comments, please.
Well, first of all, just congratulations to West Virginia and Coach Kellogg. They played an awesome game today. They did a heck of a job defensively. And they just outplayed us today. And so credit them. We've had great battles with them over the last couple years. And today they were the better team. And this is just an opportunity, you guys. It's March. This group's been on a special run. And they have fought and won a Big 12 championship. And then got to this game and had a chance to win another championship. And so I'm incredibly proud of our group, how far they've come, the way that they battle and compete. Just today we didn't have it. We didn't have it, and that happens. And one thing I'll say, this group always has bounced back and have grown and improved and gotten better. And I know we'll continue to use this as a great learning experience. And we get a week, and they've earned this to recharge, to get refreshed, and then the real thing begins. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure we don't feel this pain for a while. And hopefully we can have a magical run.
All right, thank you. Over here on the left.
Question for Mark. Obviously, they're a great defensive team. What is it about their scheme that makes this matchup so tough for you guys? And what can you guys learn and take from this as you get ready to face some of these quality of teams in the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, good question. Well, we've won 4 straight, so I think we've done pretty well against them. Tonight they outplayed us. I thought they had more physicality. I thought they won the 50-50 balls, and there's sometimes you guys, this group's 29-5. It hasn't happened very often, but we just didn't quite have it tonight. We didn't have the juice, and they did, and credit them. And I'll tell you what, in competition too, when you've beat a team twice, man, they were hungry. And obviously I'll take the blame. I got to do a good job and making sure our team's ready to go. And so ultimately it falls on me. And so this will be a great learning experience. But I think Coach Kellogg is one of the best defensive coaches in the country. If you watch the game before against Colorado, I think either team got to 50. So it's not like they did something tonight that's different. It's really hard to score on these guys, and they do a really good job. So they deserve the credit.
All right, on the right in the aisle.
Yeah, thanks. Olivia, congratulations on your season. Can
Thank
you
you.
talk about the fact that you are a very experienced player, and I know it's disappointing today, but
Yeah.
just everything you're going to be able to take into the NCAA tournament, including the experience of playing a team as tough defensively as West Virginia 3 times.
Yeah, I think the biggest lesson that I learned is to never get too high and never get too low. I think wins and losses come, but there's lessons in both. They just have different feelings. I can only speak for myself and my experience that I've had in my college career. But I'll do my best to try and lead the young ones and lead the ones who haven't been far in March, and take this postseason and use these feelings of maybe regret or maybe disappointment, and turn it into fuel and motivation in some way.
And Coach Campbell, can you talk about, you're going to host again, so 2 years in a row doing that. Again, forgive me because I know there's disappointment today, but just the fact that you're going to be hosting for the tournament for the second year in a row.
Oh, it's as painful as this is, and this sucks. The body of work that this group has accomplished is incredible. I believe we're right there between a 2 or 3 seed. Again, we'll learn next Saturday. But what they've accomplished with 10 new players is one of the best resumes in college basketball. And so obviously we're going to get to host. The question is whether or not we get an opportunity to play at Dickies Arena at a regional site. And we've been chasing that. This group has been chasing that. We've been darn near flawless. It's hard to put together a resume that's 29-5. And so you guys, this sucks, and the feeling, it hurts. But gosh dang, I am so proud of what our program's accomplished this season, and we've done it from scratch. Trust me, it's not lost on me. I don't want to get emotional because I'm proud of these guys.
Marta, you've talked about coming here to play in games like this and how this was so important for you to get to these moments. Obviously, taking this one hard, but can you take a moment to kind of reflect on getting to this point and obviously having a chance to host and to make another deep run and what that means for you guys going forward?
Yeah, it's amazing, and to do it with this group of people. And at the end of the day, that's what I transferred for. I was looking somewhere to go deep into March, and I'm excited that we get such an incredible opportunity, and I'm excited to learn from this loss and to grow from this loss. We were watching film on BYU and K-State 2 months ago, and we looked like a completely different team. So I just know we're going to look very different a month from now, too. So excited about that.
Okay, on the right in the aisle.
PJ Green, Kansas City Star. Marta, obviously, y'all know y'all have more games to play. You've experienced some of this before, but just can you explain just what some of your emotions now are, just because, obviously you're taking this loss a little bit?
Well, it sucks, I haven't been in this position to compete for a championship in college basketball yet, so it sucks, but just kind of, to be honest, just a little bit disappointed at myself. Just kind of, I think I showed up in my role a little bit too late today. They're a phenomenal team. We came in not humble enough, not hungry enough, and so it's just tough. That's what it is. That's what losing is, I guess. So I'm just excited about practice.
And and Olivia. Just several games I think throughout your career, just fouls, just you have to play through it. Just is there going to be an adjustment for you moving forward with those games, and just playing through those fouls and make
What,
sure.
you want me to say no? I'm gonna keep fouling.
I don't know.
No, I'm just playing. I'm not trying to foul, but yeah, sometimes, dumb stuff happens, and I'm upset at myself that I put myself in that position. But I know Coach trusts me. At the end of the day, he doesn't sit me for too long. So, it's just being smart. I think my fouls, I kind of shot myself in the foot because it ruined my flow a little bit. I don't foul a lot ever. These last 2 games, I don't know what has been going on, but yeah, definitely going to make an adjustment there for sure. Help my team out.
Mark, despite the result, you guys got some great moments from Tay, from Veronica, and even Talia today. Those type of performances, what can that do for this team as you guys get ready for the NCAA tournament?
Yeah, the group all year, every one of these kids, they've been ready when their number's been called. And we have a group that works so hard, you guys, that love being in the gym, and they all individually work on their craft. And so, again, we have really good players on this team, and not everybody gets to play the role or have the minutes they want, but they're a group that they trust each other. It's also especially for some of those young kids, for Talia and Clara's, to just being in this environment as freshmen and sophomore and compete for championships and to understand how hard it is. You guys, it's so stinking hard to win a championship. The regular season, that's 2.5 months of grinding 18 games, and we did that. And then to get back here, I think it's and take everybody's best shot. This group has been able to do that, and so these young kids on our roster are getting to see it and feel it and taste it. And it is, you guys, it's exhausting and it's hard. And this group has done a heck of a job. We just didn't do it enough today.
Time for one more if anyone has something. All right, we're good. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys. Hey, Kansas City, just amazing job, you guys here in the city. It's our 3rd time here. It's just first class. And the venue, the hotels, everything. Our program has absolutely loved it. Go Frogs.
Thank you. Good luck the rest
Yeah,
of the
thank you.
way.
Hey.
So he's gone. But let's see. Cannot confirm. The second net is down. I think we're close. West Virginia Media, do you want to move up to the front? Perfect. I'll keep my eye out for you. Thank you. So when I. Yeah, exactly. You can move up too, Colorado Media. Are you in Colorado? Yeah, you can move up too. My goodness. I want to make sure I see everybody. You made it. Oh my goodness. Oh, Rachel. What's the delay? Just weather? Oh, KCI. Yes, I did see that. right, they are on their way. You set that wherever you want. All right, we're joined by the tournament champions, West Virginia head coach Mark Kellogg, all tournament team members Sydney Shaw, and tournament most outstanding player Jordan Harrison. Coach, if you'd like to start us off with a couple of thoughts on the game.
Yeah, obviously super proud, super happy, probably even a little emotional at the time. There's just so much that goes into this, so many people that are a part of programs, cultures. I said it out there on the stage, but it starts, at the presidential level. I have a phenomenal athletic director I've been with at a couple places that just kind of gives you opportunities, gets out of your way a little bit, lets us do our thing. Great coaches, great staff. We have unbelievable character around us, the players included, and then all the credit to those guys. They did the hard work. We just try to put the plans together and put them in place and let these kids go showcase, what they're capable of. And I think that was on display tonight. So much respect for TCU, Coach Campbell. That's a phenomenal program. He's done a great job there. We felt like we were so close the first two times we played them, obviously. Felt like we really let one go, get away from us at our place. And we just, I felt good when I woke up today. I felt like our kids were dialed in. I thought we were ready to play. We knew we were going to have to make some big shots. We had to defend at the level that I think we're capable of. We needed to score more than 50, which is what we'd scored the first two times we played them. And so we found a little bit of offense to get to, I don't even know what did we get to? 62. So 62 at times for us can be good enough. But, my mom passed away, end of December. She's from Missouri. I coached a year at Maryville at Northwest Missouri State. Both of my parents are from the state of Missouri. So to come back here, she would have been here. Obviously, she loved every second of this. So that's just some of the emotions that I guess are kind of flooded here because you work so hard and you spend so much time. You miss out and your family. But to have the rest of my family's here, and it's special. But it's been on my mind a little bit just being back here and how much she would be loving this. So super thankful, a little emotional, but mostly proud of these two guys.
Thank you. Questions? Raise your hand. We'll get a microphone to you. All right. Front row left.
First of all, congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Coach, you talked a lot this season about putting together 4 complete quarters. How close was this performance tonight against a really great TCU defense?
Yeah, it was good. It was probably a little better than that. I don't know if we put all 4 quarters together, but we're getting closer and closer. And when you're playing elite talent and, I think probably Suarez and Miles are going to be top 10 draft picks, and you're playing that level of talent, and to try to be disruptive and keep them off balance and then try to defend the rest of them who have, are really, really good players. And, I thought for the most part we did a good job on the 2 of them. Got some points late on us and hit a few threes there late. But, I thought our kids were dialed into the game plan. They executed, but they compete, man. They just will get out and get after you, and they guard, and they're relentless. And, Jordan kind of sets the tone, obviously, with her defensive ability. Sydney Shaw was fantastic in this tournament. She earned this right. It's absolutely crazy to me that she didn't make an all-conference team. Like, that is absolutely – she led our league in three-point shooting. She's a senior on the second-best team. So for her to get this is pretty special, and to be on that all-tournament team because that kid certainly earned that right.
Talking about Jordan setting the tone, you made the first three-point basket of the game. How much did that help you find the rhythm and kind of get into a flow state in this game?
Honestly, just seeing the ball go through the hole was all I needed to just, get ready and get going. And especially it being the 3 ball and them going under the screen, hitting that, I think made them have to question whether they was going under or over. But yeah, I just knew I needed to get started, get hot, for our team to have a chance to win.
Okay, on the right.
Yes, Sydney and Jordan. I know you'll have to wait a week for the bracket to come out, but this goes a long way to you guys being able to host, and I know that was probably on your mind a little bit. Can you just talk about having so much to play for today and the way you were able to perform with both wanting to win a championship and getting that potential top 16 seed?
Yeah, very important. We knew the things that were on the line, and that's something that we talked about. We wanted to get 2 games in Morgantown, so we knew it was on the line. But most importantly, we just wanted to stay in the present of the game and of the situation. And we knew if we did that, then this would be the outcome of it.
Can I ask Coach one? Coach, if you go back, I think it's almost 4 months now. You played in one of the weirdest games I think most of us have ever seen, where you close the game out with 5 kids at the Greenbrier. At that time, what did that teach you about your team's character to be able to win that game? And has that, in some ways, carried over into the character that they've displayed all season?
Yeah, I think that seems almost like seasons ago, with everything that this group has been through. But, yeah, that was special. I would think we rallied, right? Would that be a fair way to – I think we rallied around each other after that one. Kind of improbable, I guess, to most. I think we continued to believe when those 5, the Greenbrier 5, as we've kind of dubbed them locally anyway, is the Greenbrier 5 were out there and, found a way to win that game, obviously, against a really good Duke team. So, yeah, I think we've had a few of those moments, though. That would be one of them this year. Some that didn't go our way, too, though, that I thought we've responded to. Because I thought we responded after the TCU buzzer-beating loss, and we didn't respond great after the Ohio State loss, which we thought we had a great opportunity to win. So every one of them, we've just gotten better. I thought our non-league schedule was really good and put us in these situations I think we're getting comfortable, right, in this now. And even in this tournament, the first 2 games, they made runs at us in the fourth quarter, and that's where I think, Michael, you see it now. You're seeing us just kind of relax, and we're in those timeouts, and then we go make those runs, and then thankfully we played from the front most of the time tonight where it felt comfortable.
Okay, all the way back on the platform.
Kevin Kinder, Blue and Gold News. Coach, you mentioned changes to your tactics. Defensively, it looked like not so much an all-out press, but really just trying to disrupt them, get them out of their offensive rhythm. Seemed like that was successful. Was that the idea, and what was the key in doing that?
Yeah, we were trying to be a little more disruptive, I guess would be the right word. You're not probably going to just turn over Olivia Miles all the time, but if it's making Suarez bring it up for a little bit, or Hunter and trying to get it out of Miles' hands. But, even if it's not that, it's just maybe taking time off the clock. There's different things we can do with it. So I don't want to give away the whole game plan in case we need it again. But disruption is a part of what we do, for sure. And that was what we wanted to be a little more disruptive, which we still only got to, 11 turnovers. So Dill didn't necessarily do a great job there, but we were +7 in the points off turnovers. And that's a huge advantage in a game like that.
Sydney was playing for this honor. I know the win was obviously first, but was playing for this and making this spot on the team a motivator for you coming into this tournament?
No, definitely. I think I felt very disrespected when I heard the list, and it just made me check myself and realize that I got to go out and show people, especially having my team behind me is a great motivator for all that and everything.
All right, in the front, Rachel.
Sydney and Jordan, why were you guys eating lemons on the bench before the game?
Shock the system. Keep your feet where you are.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Just wake you up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Interesting. Okay, I have one more.
Yeah.
Coach, Jordan's up for Naismith Defensive Player of the Year late season watch list. I think we saw that evident in the course of this tournament. But what can you say just about her? Obviously, you know her like the back of your hand, but just her defensive presence as one of the elite defenders in the country.
Yeah, obviously, I've seen Jordan from day one. We knew that when we recruited her, just how elite she was on the defensive end. JJ with her was just a phenomenal, too, and probably JJ got some of that And Jordan maybe and Quinterly was phenomenal. But now I'm just so happy that Jordan's getting to kind of showcase the ability that she has. You know, she typically goes to the best guard for sure when we're in the man. Obviously, we know what she does in the press and how effective she is there. And then I think it's just contagious. I think that's the best thing that you could do is, you know, you're a really good defensive player, but now, Shaw, how much better are you defensively since you've been here?
Yeah, you got to guard Jordan too at practice.
Yeah,
so.
you know, like, so it works both ways, but it's buy-in from everybody. And so you become an elite defensive team because your point guard who sets this tone just commits to that. And so it makes, you know, your job as a coach a little bit easier. We've become one of the best defensive teams in the country, and it's not by accident. It's because Jordan Harrison's been leading this thing for 3 years.
On our left in the middle.
Coach, the margins in March are pretty thin. Yesterday you had a thin margin. How much did that result help you today?
I don't know that there was a ton of carryover from game plan because that's two completely different types of teams. Having played TCU helped probably a little bit in the quick turnaround because we've already played them twice, so the prep, we knew we had to make a few adjustments, but outside of that, there wasn't a ton there. But every time you're in those games, you grow from it. So the response from Arizona State, Colorado, they made the run in the fourth quarter. I guess Colorado even took the lead, I believe, right? And then, you know, you go on and answer it, and just kind of we're in timeouts, and they're catching their breath, and they just believe, and we just don't overreact. And, you know, that's kind of my personality, too, is just try to kind of get them to be as even keel as I can, and we're not too high and not too low, although that's not the case because Shaw's not even keel. But that's probably why we balance each other out a little bit and a few of the other players. But it's just a really well-connected group, and so when we get in those moments, which we had the night before, probably did help a little bit.
Okay, on our right, PJ. Ooh, got a lot. And then over here to Greg. So PJ.
PJ Green, KC Star. This one anyone can answer. I think y'all are probably the epitome of height doesn't really mean a doggone thing when it comes to the court. Just y'all out rebounding them just because they're, you know, they have those taller forwards and things like that. Just what are some of the things y'all work on just to make sure that you're being more physical than your opponent and making sure you get into that glass and putting all that pressure on them?
They said height.
Honestly, it just takes heart. I mean, that's what Coach tells us, that rebounding is all about just heart if you want to do it. I mean, he has us do drills, you know, for it, but he always just tells us like rebounding is just like you gotta have it or you don't have it. But yeah, with the heart and height thing, I mean, yeah, I've always been short my whole life, and I found my ways to maneuver around that and score in ways that I need to score because of my height. But yeah, like they said, heart over height any day for sure.
Greg.
Coach, yesterday Kansas State couldn't find an answer for Suarez, both inside and from the perimeter. What did you take from that, and what did you apply to effectively contain her today?
Mimi Wheeler is the answer. I just think Mimi is a pretty good match. I mean, Suarez is really good, but Mimi Wheeler probably is a little underappreciated as well for what she can do. And, you know, I heard Jordan talking about it out there on the stage too, just like the ability to get us paint production, some tough baskets. You know, we finally got her to slow down. She was going so fast. Mimi was to start the game offensively and then finally settled down. But Mimi's a physical, she's a tough kid, so she can kind of battle Suarez a little bit. I mean, I know she still got to 16-8, but Mimi gets to 10-8, so we kind of control that matchup a little bit better. So we feel good, actually, when we go into that one with the Mimi Suarez, that we can kind of try to stay one-on-one and not have to help off of some of the other, you know, playmakers or shooters that they have.
Okay, back to the platform.
Jordan, you touched on this a little bit. When you're driving in the lane against two taller teams like Colorado, you know, and TCU are you reading things to figure out whether you can get a shot off what's going through your head, or is some of it just happen?
Yeah, I mean, majority of the time I'm just going. A lot of times if they come, then I'll drop it off to my teammates, so I'll read that. But other than that, I just want to score and get to the basket. And if they block it, majority of the time it's going out of bounds, so we'll get it back.
Okay, Kathleen.
Kathleen Geyer from the 9 Sports. Jordan, what did it feel like? Just you finish that game, you slam the ball down, run over to your teammates.
It felt great. I mean, honestly, it felt like a dream a little bit. I was just super happy, super excited, very emotional about it. But I'm just proud of my team and glad that we got that opportunity.
All right, any more questions? All right, on our left.
Al High with the highlights. Coach, congratulations on the victory, Big 12 champions. So going forward, what does the preparation look like as you all are getting ready for the NCAA tournament?
I have no idea. We'll figure that out. I don't know. Yeah, we'll enjoy it tonight and, rest up, I guess, for the next couple days. I think they probably earned a few days off, a couple days off. Maybe we'll probably let them rest up. But, yeah, I don't want this to be the defining moment either. I want this to continue. I think we've had that group. They've been on a mission. We certainly think we've done enough to get some home games in Morgantown. So I hope it plays out that way for this group because I think they've absolutely earned that. So, we don't find out until next weekend. So until then, yeah, we'll regroup. We'll get them rested. We'll be excited for whatever comes our way, regardless if that's home or on the road, but we certainly think we've earned the right. So a couple days off, we'll get them back on track and keep kind of where we're at, and I want to keep their flow and their tempo and their pace, those types of things, and keep a ball in their hand. But, yeah, rest for sure because they've earned that right.
And Coach, last one for you. What makes this Big 12 league so special that's like different from any other league, Power 4 league in the country?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we've seen the parity. We're getting these super leagues too. You don't play everybody twice, so you don't get to see everybody. I think when you get in these tournaments, that's kind of what you see too. Seeding sometimes maybe don't exactly in line with the standings just based on who you play and you don't play. But yeah, that just anybody's capable. I've said it. I've heard a couple other coaches in our league just say that like you can beat anybody on any night, but you can probably get beaten as well if you don't play well. So yeah, I think we're as quality as it's been. I think the non-conference schedule across all of our schools in the league was really, really good this year. So yeah, I mean, I've been kind of trying to push, I guess, a little bit that I think we should have 8+ teams probably in that NCAA tournament because of the depth of the league.
All right, any more questions? Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.